Hello, welcome to Greg's Channel 1. I'm Greg, this is Channel 1, and today we're back on the Doctor Who videos. So, one of my recent Doctor Who videos was telling you actors who I would love to see play the Doctor. Well, decided I was going to do the flip side of that, actors I would love to see play the Master. Now, I love our current Master we've got in Sacha Dhawan. I think he is easily the best revival Master we've had. Because it would go him, then Missy, Derek Jacobi, John Sim. I haven't factored in any of the classic stuff, but I might do a ranking of the Masters. But out of the revival era, I think Dhawan is easily the best. But let's talk about who I would like to see play the Master after Sacha Dhawan's Master bows out. So, I've got two super big, dream actors I would love to see play the Master. Just because I think they'd be pretty cool. I'm going to show you the graphic, and I want you to see whether you recognise anyone. You probably do. That didn't print very well. So we'll go from here and here. We'll go for my two dream choices. So we'll start off with this guy here, which unfortunately the printer has ran out of ink on, and it is Hugh Laurie. Now Hugh Laurie I think would be very good as the sinister Master that has planned the Doctor to walk into one of his traps, him to spring the trap and be like, now I have you where I want you. What are you going to do now, Doctor? How are you going to get out of this? I dare you to find a way to try and get out of this. Because if you do, I'll just kill you anyway. That's the kind of Doctor I could imagine him being. Because Hugh Laurie's got that kind of that way with his voice that makes you just go, oh, he's serious, and oh, Christ, this could be interesting. And I love that feel that he has as an actor in general when he's playing someone a little bit of a dick. Look at Roper from The Night Manager or House. I mean, House is the most likeable yet unlikable character in that entire show. You love him and you hate him. You hate to love him and you love to hate him. Basically. But that's one of my first choices. And one of my only dream choices. My other dream choice, another Britishman. Let's bring it forward. You may know him as Colin Firth. I could see Colin Firth playing a very unhinged Harry Hart styled Master. If he were to ever take the role. He probably wouldn't, but if he ever did, I get the feeling he'd be a very, very unhinged Harry Hart. Meets up with the Doctor, sat across a table. Made you a drink, Doctor. Aren't you going to drink your drink? You're not going to be rude, are you? After all, we are best friends, best rivals, best enemies. I wouldn't poison you. There'd be no fun in that. And really just getting under the skin of the Doctor in a way that's patronising yet knowing exactly that if he hasn't played this properly, the Doctor will beat him, and there's a chance he may not come out of it. But Colin Firth, I find he's got a bit of an intimidation factor with the way that he carries his voice. I could imagine him carrying his voice in a way that makes, the Doctor just kind of go, oh, no. Stop. Don't say another word. don't do anything stupid, basically. And I think he'd be pretty good at the role. Because, well, he's Colin freaking Firth. Need I say more? Let's dive into some of my other great choices. Now, I think are great choices anyway. Let's go for possibly the next to possibly be a less likely choice. Tom Felton. Now, Tom Felton plays smarmy quite well. You know, the way he played Draco was very smarmy, very, very dickish. But, you know, when he shows his vulnerability with Draco, you're there going, oh damn. You know, he's the master that I could see possibly getting upset at the fact that, you know, the Doctor keeps outdoing him, keeps outsmarting him. You know, he takes a risk he shouldn't take. And, he's the kind of master I could imagine pleading with the Doctor to save him. Don't you dare leave me behind. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I could imagine that kind of panic and almost weird frenzy with him being a Doctor. Not sure who I would cast him against as the Doctor, but I'll have a look at me. Who I'd like to see as a Doctor, and I'll, dream cast across from who I've got on this list, who I think would work well with him. And I think he'd be quite nice to have as a Doctor. I think Tom Felton could work easily. He's one of those kind of young actors that still got that. He's got enough charm about him that you're lured in for a moment, but then he pulls that rug into being a dick, and you're, God damn it, Tom, and he's like, muhahaha, etc. Let's dive into my other 4 choices. We'll jump to this fantastic gentleman, Martin Kemp. Now, anyone who's British watching this, you'll know him from EastEnders as Steve Owen. Blew up in his car after a car chase with Phil Mitchell. Awesome. He's also in the original Craze movie with his brother Gary Kemp, because they're both part of Spandau Ballet, and they can act and sing. Neat. And those are the only things I can think of he's known for that people will know him from. But I could see him being very much a business kind of master. Almost Cray, maybe hook in some of his Cray twin mannerisms, where it's very much, the kind of master that stares through the Doctor. It's very much, there's, the Sontarans. He's made a deal with the Sontarans, to damage a particular place the Doctor's gotten to. It's a great business deal. This planet doesn't need life. Almost trying to convince the Doctor, I'm right, just think about it, and you'll see what I mean. You'll see that this planet has no worth. These people have no worth. Almost deluding himself into thinking that he's right. I could see that being very, very much his kind of master. Let's dive up to another Santiago Cabello. I've probably butchered his name, and I'm sorry if I did. People from who are big fans of BBC production stuff will probably know him from Merlin, or as Aramis in The Three Musketeers. Those are the only things I know him from. But I could see him being a very confrontational master that, goes gunning for the Doctor, or is willing to take a hostage from one of the companions that's, almost crazy deranged, master in the respect of he's a desperate kind of master. He'll take the low road to get what he needs, but do it in a very blatant way, because he's got that kind of charm, but you could see a look of desperation in his face and it working. That's just me. Also, I think he's got the right kind of build that he could look intimidating to most actors in general. And my final two, the two that I think are probably the most likely, if they're, these two are most likely to be chosen as a master. One who I think is possibly my favourite thought for who I would love to see as a master. This gentleman here, Craig Parkinson. Now, he's known for playing Dot in Matthew Dot Cotton in Line of Duty, where he was goddamn one of the best in that entire cast. And I'm being serious, like one of the best in that entire cast. I could see him being the male version to a Missy, where he grows over the time he's the master with the Doctor, where he's that set on his ideals and his plans, but the Doctor can talk him round just enough, and potentially being another master who does what Missy does and stands up for the Doctor, stands with the Doctor. But that's just me, and I think Craig Parkinson could play that very well. I honestly feel that he's got the right kind of energy as an actor, that you need to have that kind of energy to play the master in general, but I could see him being a master that is violent but trying to change his ways. It's very much, he gets one up on, the Sontarans or the Silurians, and, he's kicking them whilst they're down kind of thing, and the Doctor has to pull him back, like, you're going too far, listen to me, and being possibly one of the few masters out of this list that I could see being won over by the Doctor over time. The more he gets involved and spends more time with the Doctor, the more he starts to see some of the good that the Doctor brings and tries to emulate some of it. And finally, my only female choice for the Master, because following Michelle Gomez as a female Master, there's not many actresses who I think could do it, because Michelle freaking Gomez was, as Missy, she was just, there was just something about her performance with Capaldi that I could watch her as Missy every day of the week, all days of the week, because she's just that good. But there is one actress who I think could potentially rival her. That is my final choice. This magnificent lady, Emilia Fox. Now, Emilia Fox, best known for Silent Witness, over here in the UK at least. There's probably other stuff, but I don't know her from anything other than Silent Witness. But I could just imagine her, she's got one of those kind of voices as well, being the master or mistress who is able to burrow into the Doctor's mind, put doubt in the Doctor. That shouldered devil that's... It's only one. It's only one Sontaran I'm killing. It's not like I'm killing them all, is it? This one's been a problem. Let me fix it for you. And she's got quite a commanding stare. I could imagine her staring at a companion and being the kind that could lure a companion to swap sides. Yeah, she'd be the kind of master I could imagine being like, Ryan, as an example, let me show you what can really be done. Come with me. Come with me and you'll see a whole new world that I can create for you. A world where I can make you better. The kind, I get the feeling it should be that kind of almost a sultry yet almost a master that you're not scared because you think that she's powerful, but you're scared because you know she's smart enough to cause serious damage, and you don't know how effective she's going to be until it's too late. That's just me. Those are my thoughts on people who I like to see play the Master. My next Doctor Who video will be casting some of my actors who I've chosen for who I'd like to see play the Master, alongside some of the people who I've said I'd love to see play the Doctor. I'm going to cross them over, see which one, who I like to play, go against each other, and I'll let you know that thoughts. I've got more on my Doctor side than I have on my Master side, so some of these Masters will play against more than one Doctor. But, these were just names that came straight to me when I thought, who could follow Sacha Dhawan? Let me know what you think. Who would you like to see play a Master? A Time Lord Master, maybe. Click the like, subscribe, do the things. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and let's talk. Anyway, look after yourselves, see you soon. This video is getting long, and goodbye.